The different types of creatine, explained. All right, folks, today we're diving into creatine. Yep, that magical white powder you've heard about at the gym. Don't worry, this isn't the kind of white powder that will have you dodging phone calls from your mom. This is the legal stuff that'll actually help you get swole. We're breaking down all the different types of creatine because, surprise, it's not a one-size-fits-all situation. You've got options, like way more options than that sad treadmill you've been avoiding. Number 1. Creatine Monohydrate, the OG king. This is the granddaddy of them all, creatine monohydrate. It's the one you've probably heard about a million times, and for good reason. It's been around forever, like your gym bro who won't stop flexing in the mirror. And get this, it's the most studied form of creatine. So, if you like science and being buff, this is the way to go. It's great for strength, muscle gain, and overall performance. It's cheap, effective, and just plain works. The only catch? It might make you hold a little extra water weight, so if you're worried about looking a bit puffier, maybe skip the mirror selfies on day 3. Side effects include slight bloating and looking way too good. Number 2, Micronized creatine, the smooth operator. Next up, Micronized creatine. Basically, creatine monohydrate that's been hit with the make it smaller hammer. Yep, it's just regular creatine, but in tiny pieces, like those puzzle pieces that always get lost under your couch. It dissolves better, mixes faster, and bonus, it's easier on the old stomach. No more bloating, no more excuses to avoid leg day because your belly hurts. If you're one of those sensitive types, this one's for you. Go ahead, live your best life without feeling like you ate a balloon. Number 3, Creatine HCl, the concentrated one. Now we've got Creatine HCl. It's the fancy pants creatine. This stuff is like creatine, but on espresso shots. Small doses pack a punch. HCl stands for hydrochloric acid. Sounds intense, right? But don't freak out. It just means this creatine dissolves like a dream. You'll need way less of it to get the same benefits, and you won't end up looking like a water balloon in the process. You could say it's creatine, but make it bougie. Less bloating, less water retention. Perfect if you're trying to keep that lean, ripped look instead of bulking up like a human waterbed. Number 4, Creatine Ethyl Ester, the wild card. If you like to live dangerously, there's Creatine Ethyl Ester, or CE for short, because acronyms make everything cooler. This one's supposed to have better absorption than regular creatine, so you don't need as much. But honestly, the jury's still out. Some studies say it's awesome, others say, meh. It's like that one friend who claims they're going to run a marathon but then spends the entire weekend on the couch watching Netflix. It's more expensive too, so if you're just starting out, maybe stick to something tried and true. But if you like experimenting, CE is your creatine wildcard. Number 5, liquid creatine, the convenience champ, kind of. Liquid creatine. It's creatine you can drink straight out of a bottle, like it's your morning juice. No mixing, no powders, no fuss. Sounds perfect, right? Well, here's the catch. Creatine in liquid form can break down into creatinine, fancy word for useless stuff, before you even get to drink it. So, while it's convenient, you're probably paying extra for something that's not as effective. It's like buying a Ferrari and then realizing it's a bicycle in disguise. Great for convenience, but don't expect it to fuel your PRs at the gym. Number 6, creatine gummies and pills, the snackable option. Last but definitely not least, we've got creatine gummies and pills. Yes, friends, if you're tired of mixing powders or carrying around giant tubs, you can just pop a pill or chew a gummy. Gummies are especially fun. I mean, who doesn't want their supplements to taste like candy? It's creatine that feels like a snack. The downside? You might need to eat a lot of these bad boys to get the same dose as powdered creatine. And sometimes they sneak in extra sugars, so if you're trying to avoid the whole candy aisle effect, check the label. So which creatine is right for you? Okay, so now you're thinking, but which creatine is right for me? Don't worry, I've got your back. Beginners, start with creatine monohydrate or micronized creatine. Keep it simple, keep it effective. Muscle gain, stick with the OG, creatine monohydrate. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Weight loss, go for creatine HCl or ethyl ester. You'll skip the water weight but still get the gains. Bulking, hello, creatine monohydrate. You want that extra water weight to help fill out those muscles. General fitness, micronized creatine, pills, or gummies. Whatever's easiest for you to take consistently. And that's the creatine rundown. Whether you're looking to bulk, cut, or just feel like a superhero in the gym, there's a type of creatine out there with your name on it. Just remember, stick to the basics, don't overthink it, and enjoy the gains. Hit that like button if you learned something, drop a comment if you've tried one of these, and if you haven't subscribed yet. What are you even doing? See you next time, and happy lifting. Seriously though, creatine gummies, it's like tricking yourself into working out. Genius.